In this video, I'm going to take a look at using the Alt, Control, and Shift keys. And previously we looked at using them in conjunction with creating a shape. And so I'll just recap. If I choose create a shape, and it could be any shape, I'll just choose the ellipse. And if I left click and drag, I can create any size and shape ellipse that I want to. If I hold down the Control key and start, wherever I click becomes the central radius point, and I'm given the rays around a circle, around my radius, that I could create this ellipse shape. And that way, for example, if I want to make a perfect circle, I can grab on this particular ray and drag, and I know that it makes that perfect circular shape. And the other one was the Alt key, and again, if I use it with shapes and I hold on Alt, it sort of snaps to my grid, and so it allows me to create a shape of ellipse based upon the number of squares in my grid. So that's those keys. Now, they interact with more than just shapes. So for example, if I choose to create a line, and I'll just use the Outline Shape tool, well, in this case, first of all, I'm just going to place a couple points to get started. Now, if I hold down Control, it gives me the rays. So if I click here, it gives me the central point, and now I have those same kind of rays that I could use to choose where to click my next point. And as long as I'm holding Control down, every time I click a new point, I'll get a new central, sort of point for my rays of my radius, and then I click to create the next shape. Same thing with Alt. If I click, it'll find a grid corner, and then it'll snap to the next grid corner, and so I can use that to create, lines based upon the grid. Now, if I right click, it'll stop creating them. With this tool in particular, with the Outline tool, using the Shift key, so if I just click, 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 everything's sort of rounded. If I hold down the Shift key, it becomes a corner point. And so you'll find that as you create shapes, that using the Control key and the Alt key and the Shift key will interact with the tools and make it easier to create the shapes that you want.